So all the front pieces and side pieces are right now painted with the plastic primer and then plastic bumper paint. I will maybe just add the clear coat here. This will be really tough paint and it's like semi-gloss, but I'm not 100% sure is it like really staying, and the stones and everything is chipping the paint away. So I'm just adding little bit clear coat here at all these pieces, so it's staying like in better condition. It's not perfect, as you can see. Doesn't really have time to make it perfect, and it's better than just cracked plastic and screws are not holding and so on. So if it's cracking or the paint is chipping away, then I can use something like stone chipping paint. I was thinking like using the stone chipping paint here at the wheel well cover or this piece, because it's possible that the rocks are flying and so on, but it's better than the old one, the cracked plastic and everything. And the paint fills the small cracks, what we don't really have anymore here, but the small, and now the UV is basically just heating up the paint and wearing down the paint, and it's not like affecting the plastic too much. What was the problem with all these pieces? That these are really fragile, and now we have a little bit even paint top of the plastic, so maybe it's better than nothing. So the Solifer starts to be, there is the stainless steel screw, and I did add the other screw over there. The boot or the rubber is changed. I did end up angle grind. Using the angle grind, I did take part of the lip away from here. Then I did just use the sanding disc and sanded that smooth. Now it goes over the bolt here, and other goes, or the hole is basically where is the hole in the boot. It goes over the nut side. I'm just getting 75mm hose clamp here on this end, so that's all be good to go. That looks fine. Inside we don't really have anything special. The lithium is installed. I did just install or basically glue those corner brackets for the battery, what you can see on the corners. And the middle piece is also 3D printed, and there is new strap for the battery also. There is temp solution like the cables installed on the battery right now, and there is the inverter and the soldering iron and everything. This is glued and riveted. There is rivets. We did add this one, and maybe this one. Aluminium rivets. And as you can see, new 165 R13C tires and all season tires. So we are not limited anymore, and these are really like the all season tires with the mountain and snowflake. I did take some Auston. I'm not 100% sure if these are any good. The Minerva was, the fuel economy was D, and then the wet condition grip was D, and these have fuel economy D, and the wet condition grip is C, so one class better. This is painted, this is glued here, this is also, all the screws are glued. I did glue at the window frame seam between the wall and the window frame, and when I did install the plastic here, I did just apply the glue here. It's not nice, but I'm going to clean the window frame when the glue is dry. They did also take the weight away from the wheel, so I'm not 100% sure about it. You can see that the weight was here. That list has all new screws and everything. I did basically just open the seam here, and I did apply the glue under the seam. Then I did apply the glue on the screw holes. Then I did apply the glue on the seam, top of the seam, on the list, and then I did screw this here, and then I did apply more glue to the screw holes, and then I did install the acid-proof stainless steel screws inside here. So then I did add the glue also under here. This is one of the leak points here. So it's not cleaned yet. So I'm going to come here and clean this excess glue from here. So it's all nice and tidy at the front. The Primus is working. The new box what they did install in the dealership, it's working fine. There is a lot of air still in the Primus system, but one of the panels is here. The second one I'm still waiting the replacement. They did send the replacement today. It did get damaged in the transport. And there is the 100 amp hour lithium, and there is also the new main power connection or connector cable. So that is going to be 2x6mm cable is going inside here, and it goes here. There is the connection post already, plus and minus. There is the main power switch already soldered. Heat sinks and everything is installed there, and the cable runs over here for now. The main power cable comes then from here, it connects to those posts, and then main power switch is connecting to the positive, and it runs to the switch, and then the yellow side is going to the fuse box. And the fuse box, in the fuse box we are installing basically everything. So the main power switch is here. There is the on and off. So I think that is good location. Like I was maybe thinking like maybe installing it here, but that means we need to run more cable here, and there is nothing where you can screw the cable or anything, because this is basically like cardboard. So the on if basically pointing this way, on is pointing that way, so on and off. So that is easy to see and easy to handle, and everything it's out of the way. Then we have the demo curtains, light grey curtains here at the both ends, and I did 3D print the curtain holders for the 8mm rods, like these ones. So you screw these in, and then you push the rod inside, and it's keeping the rod installed. The original ones are really like something like clear plastic, and they are, most of those at least are like for 10mm rod. I don't know why the previous owner did buy the wrong ones, but he did fix also the issues with the wrong ones with the duct tape. There was one roof window, or a couple of the roof windows from the Germany was costing like 70 euros with the shipping. And it's for 28 times 28 centimeter hole, and it has the fan also. So I was thinking like, we don't really need anything special here, just like maybe new roof window, some easy way to open that, and it maybe should have the fan, because there is good gap here. So basically we can just keep the fan on, and if the Tepi is staying on the camping trailer or something, if you want to move the air here, we can just keep the fan on. So that was interesting. I'm not 100% sure what we are going to do with that. If you want to replace, I really want to replace this with the clear transparent. Holy hell, that is moldy as. There is only like 2 notches where what is basically, or clips, what is basically keeping this up. It never ever stays up. So this is the forced ventilation, because there is the mesh or the grills around the window, and then it's basically connecting the edges to the here, and there is the hole here. So I think this is like forced one. Okay, that works fine. Maybe it's still savable somehow, like maybe adding like some magnets or something on the edges here, so it's maybe stays like closed during the driving. So now the power station sockets are soldered and heat sinking tube here. I did make the hole here, and I just soldered those outside of the box because there is not that much space. So this is basically is enough. And then I'm just putting black heat sinking tube here and a little bit hide those white ones. So now the cable is like all the way going to the over there. I'm just cutting that in the camping trailer. But yeah, this is the good solution. Now I need to find really short screws to install this one. Corner bracket is installed, but I didn't remember that I need to pull this away and go seal the under the rail still with the white. That is missing the list or the cover. I maybe just change the screws and install that cover rubber piece, new one, and maybe next year I'm just pulling those whole damn lists away and taking all the putul away and then just installing the glue under there, because there is shit tons of putul, as you can see, and we have the broken cover rubber and everything. So the tires are installed, new valves, and they did balance the tires also of the wheels.